What's up, ACL Nation? I'm going to have ACL Woman of the Year, Maya Cupp, on the show this week. She's going to talk about her big win back at the World Championships, and we're also going to cover the full ACL Open schedule for the year. This is the ACL Throwdown. Yes, ACL Nation, like I said, we are going to have Maya Cupp on the show this week, the 2020 ACL Woman of the Year. But first, my hashtag Trey's Takes, we need to cover the full ACL Open event schedule for the season. Again, open events are events open to the general public at the national level, and they also serve as an opportunity to qualify for the 2021-2022 ACL Pro Division. Taking a look, our first open event of the year has already passed. It was at the Life Zone 360 in West Dundee, Illinois. Stephen Bernasette, who we had on the show last week, taking down singles and doubles there. Congratulations again to Stephen Bernasette. Moving forward from there, our next one will be Thanksgiving Day weekend, November 27th through the 29th at the Sports Hub in Centralia, Washington. That registration is open now. You can register at app.iplayacl.com. Go to iPlayACL.com, click on the news tab for the full event page for that particular open event and check that out. ACL Open number 3 currently is scheduled for Austin, Texas, January 8th through the 10th. Working on a final location there. Conference Director of the Southwest, Mr. Chase Hunter, is going to be running that event, so stay tuned for more details there. There's a small chance we insert an open in December that'll be run by the Carolina Conference, but more than likely it'll be pushed out until the spring, so stay tuned for information there on that event. So again, ACL Open number 3, Austin, Texas, January 8th through the 10th. ACL Open number 4, the Jacksonville Sports and Iceplex, that is in Jacksonville, Florida, February 26th through the 28th. That'll be run by the Southeast Conference and Conference Director Rob Chismark. Great talent of that one. It'll be a stacked field and certainly a ton of fun. Moving on to ACL Open number 5, we'll be moving to the Fredericksburg Expo Center. That will be in Fredericksburg, Virginia, just outside of Virginia Beach. You want to check that out. One of the top conferences in the country. You know, world champions a few years ago in the Conference Cup back-to-back. So obviously they have some top-level talent. It will be a fun event run by Conference Director Alan Rockwell and Ashley Kern, so stay tuned for that. ACL Open number 6, we're going to the Midwest. We'll be at the Bend Expo for the Midwest in Quad Cities, Iowa. That one will be April 9th through the 11th. Will be a ton of fun there, a good opportunity, a good central location. Brian Ash, the Conference Director, will be running that event, and certainly be one that will be well traveled by everyone. There's a chance immediately following that we'll be able to add an ACL Open in the Mid-South Conference for Kentucky and Tennessee, so stay tuned for details there. From there, ACL Open number 7, Erie Convention Center in Erie, Pennsylvania, the site of one of our pro qualifier events from this past season. That is going to be May 14th through the 16th. Conference Director Dave Weiser will be running that open event at the Erie Convention Center. ACL Open number 8 in the Northeast Conference, that'll take place at the Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort, in Uncasville, Connecticut. That'll be June 4th through June 6th. So really excited for that one, going back to Mohegan Sun, the site of one of our nationals in the 2019 season. We will be back there for this open and should be a great time. Conference Director Joe Harsh, along with some other supporting cast in the Northeast, will be running that one. And finally, ACL Open number 9, currently that we have on the schedule, will be at Town and Country Resort in San Diego, California. Oh, I can't wait to get to San Diego. That'll be June 11th through the 13th. Again, Conference Director Todd Kosicki will be running that one. It is going to be a fantastic location, a fantastic event, and I personally can't wait to get to San Diego for the first time. That is the ACL Open schedule. You can go to iPlayACL.com, click on the news tab, and see that full event schedule there, the 3rd or 4th article down on that list to see where we'll be traveling throughout the season, and we will announce as registration is open for each of the different events. Well, ACL Nation, let's get to my conversation with ACL pro Maya Cupp, see how she's feeling coming off of her big performance, her breakout performance at the ACL World Championships, and see her preview for the upcoming season. What is up, ACL Nation? I have the 2020 ACL Woman of the Year. This is Maya Cupp. And second-year ACL pro, Maya, welcome to the show. Thank you for taking some time and just kind of rolling right into things. You had your breakout year this year as an ACL pro, winning that Woman of the Year competition. What was it like for you to win that competition?
It is amazing this year. Even we have this kind of situation, the pandemic. And I'm always grateful every day. And I always think positive every day, no matter what. Win or lose, I'm always smiling, and it changed a lot in my life. Especially, I'm not from the state. Yeah, everybody knows that I am originally from the Philippines. So it is a big accomplishment for me and for my country, and also my family. They are very proud of. They see me on TV. They're crying. They're praying.
I love it.
They're praying for me. They're praying and crying at the same time. I hope they're crying for happiness.
Yeah.
So it is an amazing feeling. It is. I am grateful every day for that. And I'm always thankful of ACL, especially ACL, for giving us the opportunity to compete from every states, or like all in our United States. I am so grateful for that.
Yeah, and you talked about obviously your family, watching you crying and laughing and everything. But when after you won, it was emotional for you. You had it was a little bit of tears there, and what was the root of the emotion? Did it feel like you were finally able to do something you weren't able to do? Was it just the moment kind of overtook you? Kind of walk me through what it was like to be so emotional after you got that win.
So that day, I start practicing from 8 a.m. and my live game is 8 p.m. So it's like, I think because I'm tired, or I'm happy, or I enjoy the moment, or like it's mixed emotion, like happiness at the same time. My hard work and time paid off for that. And that day I told to myself that I need to win this one because I need to help out my niece and nephews for their school. Especially right now, the Philippines is still in lockdown. So they need my help, and they are my inspiration to share my blessings to them, because I know that I can make the difference, especially for the kids, because they are the next generation. Might be they are the president, doctor, teacher. So I'm very supportive of younger generation, especially my niece and nephews. It is, until now, I'm always emotional every day to achieve that kind of award. And I am grateful and thankful to God. So it is.
That's so inspirational, and that's so I love that. That's so positive. Your outlook and your energy and your general vibes are just amazing. I love it. So, one thing that's kind of unique to you is that you have Dawn with you as well that plays within the pro division. Sometimes spouses don't like playing with their spouse, but you need to make it work. And so, what do you like about having Dawn kind of competing alongside you in the pro division?
So like 2.5 years ago, we started in our backyard. My husband, he is my mentor, and this is how we started. He make our own boards, and we play in our backyard with a real corn bag. So I don't have any sports in my life. I didn't know that cornhole is like a big sports here in United States or here in Michigan. Cornhole in Michigan existing for 15 years. And we just find out that 3 years ago that this is a big competition here. There's a lot of good player in Michigan. So when we exposed in a big tournament, there's a lot of good player that they cannot miss the boards. Like, wow, that's amazing. How they do that? So I always like seeing them keep practicing. That's how I did join the leagues and tournaments. It is not easy for us because every time we play, we lose. My goodness. There's a lot of good players here 3 years ago when we started. So I told my husband I need to like keep practicing so he have always a good partner because he play in other league with someone else and they never win. So I don't want to see my husband like coming home, sad or like mad for losing the game. So that's my inspiration to win, to make my husband happy. So life is great. We win, we lose, we're still husband and wife at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's an amazing outlook. I mean, I think that's unique to a lot of people, and that's really cool. I loved seeing both of you. I mean, you've now been on TV with the Woman of the Year, and then he got a little TV time too at USA Cornhole.
Yes.
So you both are superstars now. Superstars on TV.
I am so proud of him, but I never watched his game because I got more nervous than my own game. I just like hide somewhere. I don't want to watch him.
That's awesome. So as we look forward to this coming season, right? So your last year was kind of your first year, and that was your breakout, right? You got that signature win. And now this season is your second year. Is there anything that you've learned or anything that you're going to do differently going into this season? Or is there anything that you want to accomplish that maybe you didn't get to last season?
Of course, I would like to accomplish all the first place in division that I am qualified to.
There you go. I love it. Just shoot for the top. I want to win everything. I love it. That's great.
Yes, that's why I'm always like working on my throw every day as much as I can. I fell in love with this cornhole. I never get tired. If I play like 12 hours a day or more, I never get tired. If you're like what you do, it's like you're enjoying it every day.
Absolutely. That is a fantastic outlook.
I think I find my passion, like playing cornhole just every day.
Perfect. I'm on that boat too. I'm on that train. Last thing I just want to talk about. So you'll be playing again women's doubles this season, and this season I'm going to be playing alongside Allison Peters, another first-year ACL pro, but someone that kind of just recently had her own breakout performance, if you will. And so I know the two of you, it's a kind of a surprising pairing. Not a lot of people expected you to play together, but I really think you two can have a really strong season. Are you two feeling that way as well?
I always look up to Allison. She's an amazing player. I always admire and look up for those people that they're playing good and they still humble. So I'm looking forward to like play with them and of course play against them.
Yeah, you gotta play the best. If you're gonna be the best, you gotta beat the best, right?
That's right. I totally agree with you.
Yes. Well, ACL Pro 2020 ACL Woman of the Year, Maya Cupp. Maya, thank you so much for chatting with me this week, and good luck this season and everything that you want to accomplish. And of course, keep staying positive. I love the positivity.
Thank you. I am delighted to be part of this show. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the time.
Maya Cupp, a breakout star from this past season. You can tell she was emotional to win that big event back at the 2020 ACL Woman of the Year competition. So congratulations, Maya. Like I said, I covered all the open events. That registration is open for that second one at the Sports Hub in Centralia, Washington and Washington State. So if you want to register for that, you can go to app.iplayacl.com. Well, that's all the time that we got this week for the American Cornhole League. This has been your host, Trey Ryder. We'll see you guys next week.